So the idea of Around In with Red started in 2011, and the year prior to it, 2011, we had an opportunity to do a training, not knowing that that training was going to give us the skills to create a program like In with Red. So in that training, the women who attended Living with HIV, they acquired the skills of storytelling, being able to tell their story in a way that would dispel stigma, that would remove shame, that would remove blame, and hopefully would increase other Black women seeing a need to get tested. So, and they also, in that training, women acquired a skill like jewelry making, also quilting, things that they could do right now that they would be able to come back home and turn into resources. And so that was in 2011. So in 2012, we submitted, the idea of In with Red was formulated. We started to do programs around it. And then in 2011, we submitted an abstract to take this idea to the 2012 International AIDS Conference. It was the first time the conference was coming back to the United States, and we submitted. We were accepted in early 2012. We were the only organization in Texas representing women that had a booth in the NGO village where the women were able to sell their wares. It was really a great year. We sold everything that we brought down there with us as related to jewelry. And then in 2013, we started to talk about how do we make this bigger, how do we turn it into a fundraiser of sorts, and a day of awareness, a time of awareness and recognition of women living with HIV. And so in 2014, we had our very first In with Red event. That was a walk. We were in the park in Oak Cliff in the southern sector of Dallas. It was attended very well. It was really cold day, but we still had quite a few people who attended, including many of our community partners, people living with and serving women living with HIV. 2014, so that was 2014. 2015, we expanded In with Red just a little bit, and so we integrated In with Red with our reproductive justice framework. And so we hosted a 2-day event highlighting the intersectionality of RJ, reproductive justice, and HIV. And we initiated our first awards to women working at the intersection of HIV and reproductive justice. 2016, we continued the In with Red, and we thought not just using In with Red to be an event where we would try and do educating and awareness. We would simply make In with Red a fundraiser, because we knew that this should be something that compete with any fundraiser that you see across the country. It would have the ability to make this program self-sustaining, and it would be a program that the community supported. So In with Red became, so 2016 was the first year that it was a standalone fundraiser. We had a full house, very excited, and that brings us to now, which is why we're making this video. We're in our second year of In with Red being a fundraiser. We're looking for it to be 3 times larger than it was last year, and hopefully everybody will come in to see In with Red continue to move on further, creating programs for women living with HIV, and also seeing this epidemic, the entire epidemic, come to an end.